Hi everybody, welcome back to Braillsford Family Homestead. I'm Darcy. Today we're harvesting peppers, or actually Joe is harvesting peppers, and I also wanted to give you an update if you had seen my recent post about a surgery that I was having. So Joe is harvesting all of the peppers. Although it's very warm today, it was a high of 80. We have really bad storms coming this weekend, and it is progressively getting colder and colder, especially at night where it's in the 40s. So it's really just time to harvest my peppers, but I am not allowed to do it. So I am sitting out here in the garden watching and trying to help, and then being told no. So last week I all of a sudden had some vision changes in my right eye. I had not fallen or done any other kind of thing, injured myself in any way. I actually thought I was having an ocular migraine, which I have had before, but it seemed different than that. But I came home, drank a Coke, took some meds, and went to sleep, which is usually a good recipe for curing migraine like that. Woke up, it was no different. So the next day I was able to get into my optometrist, and so he examined my eyes, took the pictures of the insides of my eye and all that kind of thing, compared it to my last ones, and there was definitely something there. He thought it was some acute onset posterior vitreal detachment, something like that. But there was a line there that he thought was blood also, so he wasn't sure and wanted me to go see a specialist. So I went and saw a specialist, and it was more than that. I actually had a hole in my retina, and also 2 spots where things were pulling that he thought would soon cause a tear. So I did have laser surgery on Friday to stop that. Whatever is all of, I don't know about all these things, guys, so I'm just telling you the little bit I know. But I'm still having some vision problems in that eye. Looking at me, you cannot tell that there's anything wrong with my eye or how that I'm seeing out of this eye. So it's different than other things. And no, I don't need to wear a patch. I am protecting my eyes. I'm not looking in the sun and all of that kind of stuff. But I am not allowed to lift more than 15 pounds for, what is today? So over 4 weeks. It's a little over 4 weeks. I'm not supposed to do any strenuous activities, do things while bent over. It's all to not have the risk of any kind of pressure, change in stuff inside my head and to my eyeballs. So this is going to be pretty difficult for me to do, but I'm obeying. It's difficult because a lot of the different things I want to do, there's some exertion, or there's some bending over, there's lifting more than 15 pounds, that's for sure. So my husband is being very wonderful and making me abide by all the things the doctor has said. I don't have any pain. I did the first day. It was just a little bit uncomfortable. They're doing all those things in your eye. The surgery itself, they don't actually cut open the eye. It's all laser. So during some of the procedure, it was pretty uncomfortable, but not unbearable. I don't have to wear a patch. I don't have to put anything special in my eye, but I do have some blurriness over part of my eye, and I have what they call floaters. It's especially the one where from the blood that was in my eye, it's like this floating cloud of smoke almost that goes back and forth across my eye. So it does cause some irritation because it's this eye's trying to focus and it can't, so it was making both of my eyes tired and me tired, and I'm irritable. Okay, I was irritable. So I'm getting bit by mosquitoes now. So I wanted to get on here and explain that I don't know how much content I'm going to be bringing. We'll see, because I don't want to spend long hours in front of the computer either, stressing my eyes. So what I would need to edit and make thumbnails and all that kind of stuff. But also I can't do this gardening. There's not a lot left to do, but there's garlic to plant. But Joe is Joe is going to help me and probably well, not help me, he's going to do it for me. We are going to try some things to see if I can do something, because I do love this weather and I want to be outside. But I will show you how much peppers that Joe harvests, because we will definitely have to be chopping those and freezing those soon, or drying them. So that's what's going on, and I so appreciate all of the messages and comments and things full of kindness and prayers. I really feel I felt them. I mean, going to sleep Thursday night and waking up Friday morning, I seriously I had so much peace. I was not afraid or anything like that, which before I would have thought I would be doing something to your eyeball like that. I mean, look, thankfully there was no needles involved though. But really, I'm trusting in the Lord for all of this to be restored for my vision, and it all to return to normal. It does take a couple of weeks without a healing taking place for after the surgery for things to heal. So I do expect to still see, things floating across my vision and some blurriness and all that, but I do 100% believe that my vision will be restored. And so I'm really thankful to all of you and for your prayers. I will sit here and watch Joe harvest these peppers, and I'll end with showing you how many we got. Thank you so much. Since I can't do some of these things, Joe is helping me. He's cutting the peppers off down at the ground, and then we'll sort through them and harvest them all. It's actually 80 degrees today, but we have big storms coming through and frost is also coming, so it's time to harvest all of these peppers. Nice. He cut them first and then they just come right out with the cage. I'm a little sad to see it go, but I'm thankful for the food.
Oh, they're fine with each other.
You see, there's two bees, a bumblebee and a little bee, getting some pollen off of that dahlia, even though it's on its way out. There's some down there too. Can you see? One down, two more to go. Joe's got a wagon full here and then a tote, and he's just gonna take off the usable peppers and put the rest in this empty bed. And just use all of that to fill up this bed. Joe's working on the second bed. Those are all sweet peppers. I wanted you guys to see that dahlia bloomed. It's so pretty with that dark center. It's really, really vibrant. There's a few more. These are the hot peppers that we kept. Not a lot, but I've been harvesting them all throughout the season. And this is my garden cart full of bell peppers. What a blessing. These two aren't quite as big, but such a beautiful color. That is one gigantic bowl of bell peppers. I'm all done with these, and there are 28 meal-size portions. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with that harvest. I have harvested some red and yellow throughout the season and frozen them and dehydrated some. These I will dehydrate some of the sweet ones probably, and the rest will go in the freezer, and I will definitely be using some fresh in meals. But I appreciate you guys watching, and again, I appreciate all of your prayers. I may kind of put this up without a lot of editing or anything, just so I can communicate with you, but be careful of my eye. Until next time. God bless.